certified, authorized and licensed by central government to promote basically business, industry, trade, commerce and other things. But this chamber is different chamber, where all other chambers are promoting big industry, big professionals, big things. We start promoting small things with a bigger vision. So for others, it becomes very difficult to understand and recognize that authors are also part of the community. They are also contributing to the society. They are also contributing to the GDP of the country and industry. And this is whole publishing industry is literally depending on the contribution of the authors in different form. But hardly people able to conceptualize and recognize these things, so that we thought of, let's start doing something to recognize the people who are really adding value through their writing in various forms of the society. The concept about doing this India Authors Conference and Award started last year. Of course, everywhere, all of us, we were in quarantine and in lockdown. I was having a dream to write a book for myself. And it was a long pending issues, like many of us who are coming from a typically corporate background, working in a senior position, hardly get time to write something. But God has given us a long period to think of, and that's why, which was a long dream to write a book, I started conceptualizing last year, and then I have written my first book, which is based on my research, which I did it for empowering and transforming people. The good part is that when I started writing, I'm able to complete my book in 60 days. And like a typical chartered accountant, I was ready with everything, and then you have to go for a board meeting. So I written the book and then I started looking for a publisher. Then I realized in 10-15 days that writing a book is a very easy part, publishing is a very difficult part. So, of course, I talked to several publishers, few of the very branded publishing house. Their CEOs are my professional friends. तो खुल्लम खुल्ला पूछ ही लिया कि यार तू करेगा कि नहीं करेगा, तू बता दे. So they said it कि यार it is not in my hand. Typically, if you will say, then it will take another 6 months to 1 year. तब मेरा नंबर शायद आएगा. मैं बोला कि छोड़ यार, फिर देखते हैं, कुछ अपना ही कुछ करते हैं. So finally, I founded a publisher, self-publishing kind of, and published my book. Then the next part was like,
I'll take you point by point what we have planned, and in between, Sir is always there to help us out to explain it more in detail. So what we have a vision, as I said, bigger the vision, easier it gets. So our vision is to promoting writing literature and recognizing authors in India, a national body for authors and writers in India to recognize, promote, empower writing authors for their valuable contribution in empowering people around the world through their writing, literature, stories and poetries. Now, this is not only foundation or this is not only group of people. We are empowering you. We are empowering. Every author has a plan. They're going to write books in this year. I'm going to write these books on these topics. Next year, I'm going to write these books on these topics. So we are actually empowering you. If you are looking at these topics, okay, I'm writing a book on this topic. Foundation will definitely help you to connect with the right people when you want to meet these kind of people and understand what is exactly happening. So we are there to support you, and
what you were showing there कि हमारे book को आप promote करेंगे, it was so I really felt कि चलो हमारे पास कोई तो है हमारे favor में बोलने के लिए, because every book, I think everyone who publishes, it is their baby and it is their thoughts, and we are very strongly associated with those thoughts. That's why we have published that book, right? So and there's one more point I wanted to ask. Since we are all authors here, we are a niche, club or group here. So if we can form a group, and not only that, we can find accountability partners, because हमारे और भी, we are a very ambitious group of people who want to write many more books on different, on our thoughts, on what we want to do about, how life should be led, and how can we impact others through our work. तो अगर हम इसके through, thanks to you all, and as you said, times तो पता नहीं हमें कब acknowledge करेगा नहीं करेगा, but it is very nice of you that you have called us up together, and it is very nice platform that you have shown us. And if we can have a group where we can be accountable.
And I'm from Kanpur, and currently I'm in Bangalore pursuing my master's in molecular biology. So I have just one suggestion, that every year what we can do is we can take a small topic like of common interest, and then we can submit our perspectives, like our articles or something, and then we can compile it. This will solve two purposes. Firstly, it will bring out the diversity of NMCBI. Secondly, it will help people to be in the practice of writing, because since not all of us are able to contribute that much time towards writing, and we are not in a practice of writing, not everyone is in a practice of writing every day, right? So at least they will, they will get motivated and inspired, and they'll remind themselves of writing, and then